Hello there. We've got some real contrasting weather conditions across Europe at the moment, and it's all due to a large area of slow-moving high pressure that's sitting across Scandinavia. It's feeding up some warmth across much of Western Europe, and it's bringing some stormy weather that is sitting across much of Central and Eastern Europe as well. That's bringing some heavy, potentially flooding rains over the next few days. So if we take a look at that in a little more detail, quieter across parts of Turkey, so not too bad across the Greek Isles, but some sharp showers through mainland Greece, stretching up into the Balkans, across the Czech Republic, and you can see how intense they are through southern Poland as well. Now, underneath that area of high pressure, we've got some warmth, and that is likely to continue to build across parts of Scandinavia. In the north of Sweden, snowmelts could be an issue, and that could lead to localised flooding as well. So for the Low Countries, for Germany, for France and Spain, it's still all about the heat. A few thundery downpours across northern Spain into the Pyrenees, but still those temperatures into the high 20s over the next few days. So let's take a look at the city forecast and see what to expect. Somewhat cooler conditions arrive into London and Paris towards the end of the week. Dry and sunny for Madrid and Rome. And then further into Eastern Europe, well, those showers are still continuing to be an issue across Berlin Thursday, Friday, and into Moscow, drying up for Athens. Hello there. As heavy rain clears away from the eastern seaboard of North America, we've got some rain pushing in to the west coast. That will come as welcome news. It's going to ease some of the record-breaking heat that we've seen just recently. Not affecting the desert southwest. That still stays extreme with fire risks here. But a large area of high pressure keeping things relatively quiet through central parts of North America. We've got that rain easing away from the eastern seaboard. But let's move out to the west and take a look at this weather front in a little more detail. So it's going to bring some rain, some of it quite heavy as well. I'm sure that's going to come as welcome news, and the wind direction changing to a northwesterly, so it is going to turn noticeably cooler. Some places down a good 10 degrees on where they have been. So some of the rain quite heavy across northern California, not too bad into San Francisco, and anywhere south of that stays dry and settled and still extremely hot in Phoenix, Arizona, with those temperatures into the low 40s yet again. Now, across the east, as I say, that intense heavy rain has eased away. There'll be some sunshine to start the weekend. A little bit of fair weather cloud, perhaps following on behind, but not too bad. And then as we move down into Florida, some very heavy rainfall of late will start to ease, and we'll just have a scattering of showers. So sunny spells and scattered showers really down through Orlando. And so the city forecast looks somewhat like this, an improving picture with more emphasis on the sunshine over the next few days. Take care. Hello there. Heavy rain to come across Central America and Mexico. More on that in just a moment. But let's start off in South America, where the satellite picture is picking up the shower cloud across the Amazon basin, and also a weather front that's pushing down into the southern tip of Chile. Now, this will continue to bring some rain, strong winds, a little bit of snow across the mountains. Ahead of that, it's a little bit cooler than it has been as well, and you can see quite clearly with the temperatures. Now to the north, we've got some sharper showers, particularly across Venezuela and Colombia, also into the north of Brazil, but generally through much of Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, into northern Argentina, it's fine, settled and sunny. A little bit cooler, as I've already suggested, particularly across central Chile, and there's that wet and windy weather down to the south as well. Here's our city forecast for the next few days. Good deal of dry weather around, particularly through Rio de Janeiro, pleasant with temperatures into the high 20s. Now, it's getting pretty active across the Pacific at the moment. We'll need to keep a close eye on the potential for some storm systems to develop. And on Saturday, some very heavy rain across the far south of Mexico, it has to be said, and into parts of Guatemala. We'll see some very heavy rainfall here. We'll need to keep a close eye on that over the next few days. Caribbean seeing sunny spells and sharp thundery downpours. So the city forecast shows plenty of heavy rain for San Jose over the next few days, and San Salvador as well. That's it. Take care. Hello there. There's a storm that's causing an impact off the Arabian Sea down towards Oman and Yemen. More on that in just a moment, but let's take a look at the satellite picture for Africa, and you can see the seasonal rains. Not as active as they can be at this time of year. The sharpest ones really through the Gulf of Guinea and across to West Africa. To the north of this, we've got the winds swinging round more to a northerly, so not as extremely hot as it has been. And to the south, it's still relatively quiet. So that's the story as we move through Sunday. I don't suspect there's going to be that much in the way of change either as we look ahead in the city forecast. And you can see It stays dry and settled across Cape Town over the next few days. Just the risk of a few isolated showers perhaps into Nairobi as we head towards next weekend. But Khartoum stays hot and sunny with temperatures still peaking into the mid-40s. Now let's take a look at the Middle East. We've got the potential for a localised shamal, but a good deal of quiet weather around. Lots of sunshine expected over the next few days, and the heat still very much a feature. So we've seen this storm that's moved in off the Arabian Sea, sandwiched in between Yemen and Oman. It's bringing some very heavy rain. It's also bringing some strong gusty winds with it, and that will bring some lifted dust. Now we could see a month's worth of rain in a very short space of time, so we'll keep a close eye on that one. Here's the city forecast though. Elsewhere, hot, settled and sunny. Hello there. Here's the forecast for South Asia. Pre-monsoon heat continues to build, but it does look as though the monsoon's arriving now, slowly but surely, down towards Sri Lanka. However, we're keeping a close eye on this circulation of cloud just out in the Arabian Sea. Potential to form into a tropical cyclone during the latter stages of the weekend, and it's tracking its way slowly northwestward, so it's not expected to make significant impact towards India, but it will bring some intense rain across that west coast and some rough seas in that area as well. Now further north, it's a quieter story, lots of sunshine, quite warm into Kazakhstan with temperatures into the mid-30s. A few scattered showers perhaps into Afghanistan and the Pakistan border, but more intense showers across northern India are likely over the next few days. Now, heat very much a feature through interior of India with mid-40s likely. There's that storm I was pointing out to you. A few scattered showers and a few showers developing towards Sri Lanka as well. We've still got some rain as well through northeastern states of India and Bangladesh, and this is still tied into some energy left from Storm Umpa from a few days ago now. So this is the city forecast over the next few days. Plenty of sharp showers expected into Sri Lanka and one or two sharp and thundery ones arriving into Mumbai. But Tashkent warms up as we get to Friday. Hello there. Heavy rain and gales with weather warnings are an issue across the North Island of New Zealand. More on that in just a moment. But first of all, let's start off with a satellite picture across Asia. And you can see the shower cloud being picked up quite clearly. Nothing particularly untoward in terms of the weather. It's the usual patterns. We've got rain easing away from the south of Japan. Quieter through the Korean Peninsula and northern China. The seasonal front still producing some pretty intense thundery downpours across central and southern areas of China, and the showers now starting to pep up through Vietnam and Thailand. Plenty of showers generally through Malaysia and Indonesia. So the city forecasts show some showers around, but also some lengthy spells of sunshine for the next 5 days. Now let's move over to Australia and New Zealand. Relatively quiet weather conditions across Australia. There's a front moving its way through the Bight. It's bringing some windier weather, and that's going to affect parts of New South Wales and Victoria over the next few days, but a good deal of dry weather, a little more cloud across Western Australia. But the heaviest rain, well, that's across the North Island of New Zealand. Now, there's a drought across New Zealand at the moment, so this is welcome news in some respects, but it's a lot of heavy rain in a short space of time, and it's accompanied by gale force gusts of winds. So weather warnings remain in force, and we'll need to keep a close eye on that. And it stays pretty unsettled for Auckland throughout the week with some pretty sharp thundery downpours to come.